Well, good afternoon. It is a blowy morning this morning, but it is sunny and it is beautifully warm. We are going to get 24 plus degrees today. I haven't been out on the bike for a month. I've had shoulder injury. I shouldn't really be on the bike now, but I can't resist this. It's just too gorgeous. It's going to be a gravel ride today. Not too long, but completely new. I'm so looking forward to it. Below my neck, it's very, very steep right from the start. And yes, that is a headwind. Wow, really, 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 really steep. Wow, this wind. It's some beautiful mountains we're going into. We're on the southern skirts of the Priorat wine region. Oh, flat. That is very welcome. It looks like we are away and clear now. Whole month off the bike, and I think only 6 rides since the beginning of October. So you can imagine how pumped I am for this. I just couldn't resist it. I'm supposed to be off the bike for another couple of weeks with my shoulder, but it's been really quite good for at least a week now. Wow, this is beautiful. I started on a road which is one of the main roads to get out of our region and down to the coast, and I've seen this little road any number of times leading off that one. I've always wondered where it went. Now today I'll be finding out. But the route I've got planned is supposed to be gravel all the way. Saying that, it's a concreted section here and it gets super steep again. What were they thinking? Can't we just take it a bit easy? Look at this. Mind you, if it's paved, then I can stand. I've got my flat pedals on today, which I always find much harder to cycle in because they haven't got a stiff sole. I might have been a little bit optimistic about my fitness levels after so long, and of course Christmas and New Year has left its hopefully not indelible mark on the old body. I think it's left. It is very, very steep though. Hopefully nearing the top. This is definitely the hardest climb I've done in a month. Wow. Fingers crossed this is the top. Wouldn't mind if it went back to concrete now for a nice descent, but no. It changed to gravel again about halfway up that. It's nice gravel, but I'm not going to be doing any craziness today. I don't know the route at all. Just happy we got some downhill. And also I've noticed that my gravel tyres are a bit bold. Oh, flipping it, yeah. I think I've got them overinflated too. I'll have to adjust that in a second. Oh, there's a lovely view to the right. I might have to stop and show you that. It's going to be very much about the views today. Hoping to do a lot of gravel this year, not least because I've been, I wouldn't say promised, it's certainly a hoped for thing. Orbea have got a brand new mid-motor e-gravel bike on the horizon, due to drop in March. You heard it here first, but I was asked not to mention it, but I went searching for it on the interweb the other day, seeing as there's supposed to be a press embargo about it, because that's what happened when the brand new Gain came out, I was under orders from Orbea not to mention it. I had to sign a confidentiality agreement even. I haven't had to sign one for this. I'll have to show you something of this view before it disappears on us. It's a view down a little valley to the Montsant range in the background. But as we've been coming down over this way, there's been a lovely open view, except lots and lots of trees. So that's the first open-ish sort of view I've had. Oh. I am even at these slow speeds, I'm sort of sliding around a bit. I haven't dropped the pressures, let's do that. I could show you the Gain as well, because I haven't shown you it for ages. I gave it a little clean even. It's looking a little bit more worn, so it's quite a test for my rather rusty off-road skills. But it's definitely gone a little bit easier now I've dropped the pressure. They were at 55. I don't know what I've dropped them to. Less. Well, I'm hoping this time it really is the top of this one. I'm getting very, very tired. You know, you miss certain things when you get used to them. The Kemen and the rise would have eaten up this terrain so easily. But one of the best things about them on this was the dropper post. Just made things so much easier. The centre of gravity was that bit lower. You felt completely in control. Whereas perched up on a saddle in a sort of a road bike configuration, it feels a little bit iffy. Now this looks like a nice view. Well, it is a lovely view. It shows we're rather perched up though, and I suspect we've now got quite a perilous descent on our hands. We're truly into the Priorat now, because the gravel has turned to brown slate, so that we know we're in the Priorat region. I don't know how far down it is to Falset. I can't see it, but it's such a gorgeous day. I'm really loving it. So, because I haven't been able to ride, I've been researching instead. And what I was trying to do is put together a definitive guide to e-road and e-gravel bikes that are available or will be available in 2025. And it's a massive job. There are motors out there which I hadn't heard of before, like the Polini. It's a mid-drive motor, and there are 18 manufacturers that use the Polini motor, and I hadn't even heard of it. I'm actually putting off this descent, which isn't like me. It's perilous. Come on, it's got to do it sometime. I might have my feet down for it though, like a toddler with his push-along bike. I might be like that. I've got to check if we were rolling. Bloody hope so. I don't want to take my hands off the bars. Oh, hairpin. Definitely foot down here. I can't say I'm enjoying this one little bit. Wrong bike for me. Someone more skilled, I'm sure they'd have no problem on a gravel bike on this. But keep getting that bloody baggy ass shorts caught on the saddle. Bloody hell! It's as steep as anything. I actually don't know why I'm not skidding. There we go. There we go. Back wheels sliding around. Let's get over the other side. It's a bit firmer. Oh, ponderously making my way down slope a little bit faster, and then I'll just leave this bit in. And you'll all think I'm some sort of daredevil. It's got a lot better quality. We're on a little ridge now. We've got a big drop off both sides. It's beautiful, and it's oak trees and pines that we're going through. That's a nice change. Beautiful. Oh, thank goodness. Oh, that is so welcome. Wow. Perhaps it's just this very, very steep bit nearer the bottom, but welcome nonetheless. I found that really, really testing, and not in a nice way, but hopefully we've got past the worst of it. till the next section, that is. Mind you, that looks pretty gnarly. Starting to get some orchards around us now. So I'm feeling we're done with that nasty bit of mountain. Check the route for a while. There's a signpost. Cross, Memorial Cross. Oh, it's a tarmac road. Or there's a, can you see? It's just been ploughed into. We're going to have to go on the road. Won't be for long. So it looks like the road turned into a little ravine. So it would have been a lot worse. And they'd actually cleared recent mudslides by pushing the dirt into the ravine. So I would have had to clamber over the first bit. I didn't know if this was the right road, but I just saw a young lad on a motorbike with a woolly hat over his crash hat with little red ears on it, and I thought, yeah, I'll follow him. Don't like main roads, who does? Even when they're empty, I just love these sorts of meandering roads that you can't really see the way ahead. Ah, I wouldn't have seen this edifice. It's a strange old thing, isn't it? Castellated. It's got little firing slots on either side. They look fake because they're too low. You can hear the bells of Falset, the capital of the Priorat. Looks like we're actually going to pop out right in the middle of, or almost in the middle of Falset. Dead ahead is the old medieval quarter. I don't know where I'm going. Looks like I should go down that one. Do you know what I'm going to do? I think it is. It's not gravel, but it's a road I've never been on. It seems very odd that we're in early mid January and there's a strong wind blowing from the northwest and it's warm. Really weird. Unsettling really, because it's not right, is it? This is when we get the really chill winds and we have temperatures down to about -5. But nothing. So, the cemetery, Falset Cemetery. Well, it's nice to mix it up. We've done some off-road and now we're doing a bit of road. Hazelnuts on the right hand side here. Look at this. Gracias. Leo. Oh, that was beautiful. That was beautiful. I'll have to zoom in a lot, but that's Falset and you can see the church, but to the right hand side you can see a castle, but the castle isn't a castle anymore. It's a wine museum. They really like their wine around here. In someone's driveway. We've got some nice views over this way of the Yabaria Mountains. This is curling back to Falset, which we left some time ago. Now it's curling the other way. Bloody lovely, whichever way you look at it. And I've found a new route, even if it's not the one I originally planned. Absolutely lovely. Lovely, of course I also mean downhill. much into the Priorat now. Lots of little bodegas and steep hills. Isn't that stunning? Belmont del Priorat. There's the Priorat. So I better show you the view now, because I'm going to be concentrating hard later. So that's the last bit of Belmont, or rather the first bit if you like, the oldest part, overlooking the Montsant Valley and Montsant Mountain behind. Look at this. This is why I'm out here, isn't it? A day like this in January, 20 something degrees. I mean, I'm in shorts, of course, short sleeves, mitts. I've got nothing on different than middle of summer. I'm miles from home. Must be about 30 kilometres to go. A disused lead mine and silver, if we're lucky enough to find it from time to time. It's got all the buildings are still here. It always seems such a waste of resources not to make this into a hotel or an outdoor activity centre or something. You've got a lovely big building there, loads and loads of outbuildings that would work for accommodation, and it's slap in the middle of the Priorat, an absolutely stunning location. Looks as though the road was good that far so that people could go and visit that mine, or of course it could just be that it's got a lot steeper now, so it's bum over the back. I'm going to go really slowly, and even now I'm still such a newbie, a greenhorn on anything that's other than perfectly smooth. Just not comfortable on it. It just takes exposure, doesn't it? And I'm going quite slow now. I can go a lot quicker. Really happy enough on this. I was having a nice chat with my friends. They seem like a nice bunch. There's a lot to see in this area. Can't see that much at the moment because the sun's in our eyes, isn't it? But you know what I mean. You know what I meant. Ever so steep, if you're wondering. I could guess, but I'd be wrong. I'll guess 15 to 18, and now flat. And tarmac. That's our next gravel section done. I preferred that stretch. Felt a little bit more confident on it. People work the land, but no one lives there anymore. Such a shame. Hate it seeing beautiful places like that go to ruin. Oh, we've got a choice here. What did I decide? I went for the ford. There might even be water in it, you never know. There. Oh, there is lots of water. How lovely is this? Beautiful. Well, I am absolutely full of the joys of spring today, and I've been missing the bike. Anyway, I'm going to get back to my climbing now. I've got quite a lot more. And even when you aren't on gravel, the tarmac roads, even these really minor ones, are in such good nick. Just pure joy cycling on them. There we are, sadly losing the light a little bit, as you can see, right at the end of the day. I haven't got too far to go, and I've never ever been to see this mine. It's another one, but we haven't been to see many. Same goes again, doesn't it? Let's make a prime hotel or something. Whoa! That is a lot of pigeons. Oh, they're never trapped. Oh, they're being kept in there. We're going to have a look at those in a sec. They all tried to take off, but there's nets over the top. It looks like the mine shaft is right here. I guess it's capped off. Well, I'll poke you over the top and see if you can see. You tell me. Is it all capped off? I suppose it must be. Anyway, that pretty much is the conclusion of today's ride. We've got another 2 villages to go through. Have a quick look at these pigeons. The idea of keeping pigeons in an old mine building seems a bit odd. It sounded like pigeons when they took off. They're partridges, red-legged partridges. Poor dears. Beautiful little things. Not a lot of meat on them though, is there, frankly? In case this is the last thing I say to you, it's been an absolute pleasure sharing this ride with you. My first in 2025 and my first for a month. Hopefully so many more to come. I feel like a whole new man in that I'm back on again. I have got a lot of weight to lose. I've put on loads with my inactivity. It's like boom bust with me. But onward and upward. And until the next one. And the next one might actually be a review of every e-road and gravel bike there is currently available in Europe, at least anyway. I don't think I'll be able to cover North America as well, but loads of them will be the same. So until then, thanks for watching.